Stick our palms down by the side. When we breathe in, we're going to lift up wide and high. And at the top of the breath, turn the palms. When your breath comes, just keep going. Let's start by rolling our wrist. You might even like to interlace the fingers and roll them around. Let's roll the shoulders. And we're going to wrap one elbow under the other. Maybe draw the palms together or the knuckles together. See if you can drop the shoulders down, but lift the elbows up. Take a breath. And just notice which arm is underneath. And then we'll extend the arms out, small circles. And then straight to the other side. Other arm underneath. Maybe the palms, maybe the knuckles come together. Lift those elbows, drop the shoulders. And we'll sigh out, shake out the arms. Let's do one more for our shoulders. We're going to take one palm to the middle of our shoulder blades. Take the other hand behind. Maybe your knuckles can come up the spine, maybe not. Just grab a hold of your shirt if you like. If your fingers meet, just draw the top elbow up. Take a breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll extend the arms out, switch sides, and to the middle of the shoulder blades, other arm to the knuckles to the spine. Maybe just take hold of the shirt. Reach that elbow as high as you can. One more breath. And then we'll slowly unwind. We'll reach the hands all the way forward. You might like to take them a little over to one side. And then all the way to the other. Walking back through the center, we'll take the hands behind. Interlace, draw the palms together, draw the shoulder blades in. Take a breath. And we'll shake out. All right, having warmed up the wrist, warmed up the shoulders, let's roll over onto our hands and knees. Spread the fingers as wide as you can. And we'll start with just some simple cat-cows, curling the toes at the back. Let's lift the chin and drop the spine. And then curl the spine up, tuck the tailbone under, tuck the chin under. And then find a rhythm with your own body, your own breath. Today's practice, we're going to stay close to the ground. Just working from our sun salutations, our Surya Namaskar forms. Let's take one arm up now. We'll roll up into a twist, stacking the shoulders. And then thread that arm underneath, reach across. Keep going in your own breath. And we'll switch sides. And hands can come back. Let's walk them forward, drop the shoulders down. You might like to just take a breath here, feeling that strong sensation in the back of the shoulders. And then we'll walk the hands back a little. Let's spread the fingers wide. We're going to press up into our downward facing dog. Tailbone rising. You might like to add through the heels. And let's walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Take as much time as you need. And when you get there, we might just hang down. Big sigh. Let's take a twist, right arm reaching up and down, and then left arm. One more each side. Let's take a halfway lift, come up, and then sigh out. This time inhaling, lifting all the way, reaching up. And arms to heart center. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a flow going today. Let's lift up, reaching up, breathing in. Sigh out, sweep down all the way. Inhale halfway up. As we sigh out, hands to the mat, let's step our left knee backwards. Next breath, right arm is going to reach up in a twist, lifting up. Exhale, hand to the mat. Let's take both arms up, reach up both hands. Exhale, sweep behind. Keep going in your own breath. Press through the feet. One more time, lifting up. As you sigh out, turn to the right hand side. Draw the thighs in towards each other. Big sigh. And then we'll windmill the hands down. Step the feet forward. Let's come up halfway. Sighing out. This time, right knee goes behind. We'll take our left hand up, reach it up, lifting up in a twist, and sigh out. Inhale, both arms curling up. Exhale, sweep behind. Just keep going in your own rhythm, your own time. You might like to focus on the toes, the balls of the feet, just pressing down, feeling that grounding energy. We might like to focus on each breath. One more time. Maybe hold it there as we sigh out. Turn to the left, draw the thighs in. Let's windmill the hands all the way down. Step the back leg forward, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, reach up. And we'll sigh out, hands meet at heart center. You might like to take a few breaths here. When you're ready, arms reach up, lifting up, sweeping down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to the mat. We'll step our left knee behind. This time we're going to lift up the hands and then bring them into the heart center. Take a breath here. As we sigh out, take your left elbow outside the right knee. Take a few moments, stack the elbows, feel your body twist, roll the shoulder back. Take one more breath. And when you're ready, hands can come down to the mat. Let's step the back leg forward, come up halfway. Exhale, sink down. Let's take the right knee behind. Lift the palms up, reach up high. Hands come to the heart center. Take a breath in. As you sigh out, roll the elbow outside the knee, stack the elbows, roll the shoulder back. Take another breath here. And you sigh out, sink a little deeper into the twist. And when you're ready, hands down to the mat. Let's step the back leg forward. Look halfway, sigh out. Inhale, reach up all the way. And we're going to keep going. Sigh out, sweep down. Inhale, halfway up. Let's take left foot behind. Drop the knee down. This time we'll slowly lift the head up. We're going to thread our left elbow under our right elbow. Reach the hands up. Reach the elbows up. Sighing out, shoulder to knee. Keep going. Find that rhythm. One more time. Untangle the arms, bring the hands down to the mat. Let's walk the hands all the way back. We're going to straighten that front leg. Curl the toes back if you can. Take a breath here. And when you're ready, walk the hands back. Let's add a twist in. Right arm is going to reach up, lifting up. We might draw the back foot forward, maybe reach around and find it, maybe not. Take a breath here. And we'll sigh out. Let the foot go. Step the back leg forward, come up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Let's take the right knee behind. We'll lift up, reaching up. Take a breath in. As we sigh out, the right elbow is going to come under the left elbow. Lift the elbows high. Take a breath in. Sighing out, rolling shoulder down to knee. Keep going in your own breath pattern. One more time. Untangle the arms. We're going to walk the hands back, straighten that front leg. Take as much time as you can. Curl the toes in. When you're ready, rolling forward. We'll take our left arm up, reach it up in a big twist. Roll the shoulder back. And exhale, hand to the mat. This time we're going to step the foot back, lift the tailbone up, meet in a downward facing dog. Big sigh, take a few breaths here. You might like to paddle out. Let's roll forward into a plank, drop the knees if you like. As we sigh out, we'll bend the elbows, keep them close to the body. Inhale, lifting, pushing up. Head, neck, and shoulders rise up. And we'll sigh out, press all the way back to a child's pose. You might like to sweep the arms behind. Just let everything be heavy. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands forward, lift your body up. We're going to come up back into our downward facing dog, and we'll lift our right leg high behind the body. Take a deep breath in. As we sigh out, we're going to swing this leg wide and step it outside the right hand. Take as much time as you need to get there. Drop the whole body down. There's a deep twist. Sinking the body down. You might like to just send your next breath right to your hip joint. And you might like to reach around, maybe bend the back knee, draw the hand towards the foot. Take a breath there. And then we'll slowly let that go. We're going to walk the hands all the way around to the back of the mat. And just take your tailbone down to the heel and maybe turning the toes up on the back leg. If you feel steady here, you might like to bring your hands to your heart center. Take a breath. And when you're ready, walk the hands back. And we're going to step that leg behind, press back up into our downward facing dog. Let's take our left leg high behind the body, reach it up. Big breath in. As you sigh out, draw the knee wide, step it outside the left hand. Sinking down. And just really let that hip joint, it's a strong sensation, just let it. Sink down into the ground. Nowhere else to go, but just to hold this sensation. How to become more resilient? Simply through watching discomfort without needing to run from it, without needing to always be comfortable. Let's bend that back knee. We'll draw it in, draw the foot in. Maybe you find it, maybe not. Take a breath. One more breath here. And then we'll let that foot go. We're going to walk the hands all the way around to the back of the mat again. Take your time getting there. And when you do, turn the toes up. Maybe if you feel steady, you might bring hands to heart center, maybe not. Oop, maybe not. And take a breath. And then we'll walk the hands all the way back. And we're going to step back, coming to our downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, all the way down to child's pose. You might like to take wide knees this time. Just drop the arms down. Sigh it out. Might do a little more for our hips before we finish today's practice. Let's press back up. Come up into our downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, tailbone rises up. This time we'll take our right knee up towards our right wrist. Just drop the leg under the body. And you might come down onto your elbows. And just let your whole body be heavy. Let's drop down onto our right sit bone. And we're going to turn our back leg up, lift the body up, and then just reach your body, upper body over. Roll the shoulder back if you can. And just let your body be heavy. Rolling back, let's spread our hands again. We're going to press back up, last downward facing dog. This time, left knee comes up to the left wrist. Let everything be heavy. Take a few breaths here. Just like before, we'll drop onto our sit bone, lift our body up, take your time, curl the toes up on the back leg. We're going to see if we can just roll our body across. Let the head be heavy. Big sigh. And then we'll come up to press up here. We're going to just all the way come down onto our back. Draw the knees into the chest. You might like to wobble a little side to side. You might like to take one hand on each knee and just open through those hip joints. Let's bring our feet to the ground, knees raised, arms down by the side. Walk the fingers away from the ears towards the soles of the feet. We'll take a breath and lift our spine off the floor. And then roll it back down. See if you can just find a rhythm. Spine rising and falling. You might like to tuck in your chin, feel the back of the skull so the neck is long. Let's extend one leg long. We're going to just take our leg up to the roof. I'm using my left leg. You might just bring your hands up to meet it, but try not to pull the leg in. Let's flex the toes. Take a breath here. We'll take the arms out wide. Leave the leg where it is. We're going to take a breath in. As we sigh out, just open the leg out to the side without letting the spine lift from the ground. So use your core muscles, control the movement, You might just get 45 degrees, you might get a little further, but try not to have any sense of expectation. And with control, we're going to lift the leg back up. And then take it all the way across the body, keeping the tailbone heavy, keeping the spine on the ground. So not a full twist. You might just get maybe halfway. Let's do that one more time. Opening the leg out wide. Just let gravity work its magic. No tension in the face. Take a smile if you can. Keep breathing. This time we are going to twist our spine. So maybe the leg will come all the way over. Just see how you go. Keep the shoulders heavy. Big sigh. And we'll roll back onto our spine. Just notice the heaviness of the leg. And when you're ready, let's switch to the other side. So press the leg up towards the ceiling. You might brace it with your hands. Flex the toes. Just feel that strong sensation in the back of the leg. Let your shoulders, arms be heavy. And when you're ready, extend the arms wide. Let's take the leg out wide again. Slowly opening out. Keep that spine heavy on the ground. Keep breathing. Slowly rolling it back up. Keeping the tailbone heavy, spine heavy. Take it across just a little bit. And then one more time, we'll take the leg out. And then all the way across the body. Big sigh. This time spine can come up. Let your body ease into the twist. Keep your shoulder heavy if you can. Big sigh. And we'll roll back onto the body. All right, one more. We'll draw a knee into the chest this time. And let your arms be heavy, shoulders heavy again. We'll take our arm wide and we're just going to draw this knee across the body. We'll let our spine come off the ground. Big sigh. Let your body ease into the twist. You might like to turn your head and look away from the bent knee. And then rolling back onto the ground, extending the leg. Let's take our right knee up to the chest. Right arm wide. Take a breath in. As we sigh out, draw it across. Shoulder stays heavy. Maybe you turn away, looking away from the knee. One more big sigh. And then we'll roll back onto the spine. One last knees to the chest. You might like to even take a happy baby. Maybe find the feet, maybe find the shins. Little rock from side to side. Might even like to press into the mat and roll the legs all the way over into a plow shape. Tuck your chin, please don't turn your neck. And then when you're ready, curling down the spine, extending the legs long. And we'll come up into our final resting shape. Let your whole body be heavy on the mat. You might like to just scan through all the places on the back of the body that connect with the earth.